Why he pulls away and how to make him crave you instead. Welcome to episode 5 on Big Sister Says. So, ladies, do you ever feel like the more you show him love or care, the further he runs? Like you're doing everything right, being the perfect girlfriend, or if you're not dating yet, the perfect possible girlfriend, right? Showing him how much you care, and all you get back is him being cold, distant, feeling uninterested, etc. Girl, you're not crazy. Just want to tell you this. You've been playing into this dynamic that's designed to keep you chasing. So today I'm going to show you exactly how to flip the script, okay, so that he's the one chasing you. So welcome if you're new. I'm Lauren Sugihara, Intuitive Love Priestess. I'm a certified relationship coach. I'm certified in hypnosis, EFT, and all the goodies, okay? So, the toxic chemistry that you feel is very common for high achieving women. Uh, and oftentimes, high achieving women fall for avoidant men. It's a very common dynamic. And I know that you've probably heard from other coaches the very unhelpful advice that is, well, just dump him or don't talk to him anymore. Thanks a lot. Why didn't I think of that when I was sitting there obsessing? Obviously, you want to be able to detach so that you don't have that anxiety, right? But there are patterns in place, and I, of course, want to help you because this is my cup of tea. My specialty is helping women get out of that chasing masculine energy, that anxiety, where you could be and often are, my lovelies, the most beautiful, intelligent, caring, interesting women. I get all the high level women, but the only one who doesn't know these things enough is you. And that's why this doesn't work. They can smell your insecurity, okay? And healthy men, or especially avoidant men, they'll play into it at first, but then they're afraid of losing their freedom and they run away and you're left feeling rejected, right? So, and I'm looking down at my notes. So if you're watching this video or if you're just listening, you can't see. But if you're watching the video, yes, I have notes because I get distracted. So stay with me and I will too. Okay. So your success, why does your success, confidence, and ability to handle everything actually attract emotionally unavailable men? Okay. Well, the first glance, they see you and you are so shiny, right? You have your stuff together everywhere else in your life. Okay. Oftentimes they'll wonder, why is she single? She's beautiful. She's successful, right? You don't have to be perfect, ladies. There's no such thing. But if you notice, you're like, man, I have all this other stuff going for me. Why then can I not find my person or attract love? And every time I do have interest in someone, they tend to be this type, right? They pull away. Well, the reason that they really enjoy you at first, honey, is you do come across like you have your own life, like you're really going to, add to their life, and you're not going to be needy or anxious because they feel, oh, she's busy herself, she's so amazing, etc. But what happens is, if you're the type of amazing ladies that come to me, the reason sometimes that you have been such an overachiever and have this big, beautiful life is because deep down, you don't feel worthy and you don't feel enough. So you've put so much into earning a place in the world so that you could get the love you desire and what you need. It's from a place of lack that drove you to hustle. Okay, so This dynamic is your higher power, universe, your higher self, however you want to look at it. I welcome all backgrounds. Asking you now, great, you have climbed this, you have this success in masculine energy. It's time for you to realize that now that stuff's all shiny and great, but none of it truly matters when it comes to your inherent worth and love. So your next level up, babe, is your heart, your self-worth, and realizing that after all that hustle and work, again, it's great. I'm glad that you can do that. But you now on this journey, you are one of the chosen ones to realize that you are worthy without all that stuff as well. And that leads to more success. When you have that underlying confidence, it's not going to stop you from succeeding. That's your underlying fear. If I'm vulnerable, if I don't hustle, if I don't chase, I won't have the success that I've enjoyed so far. Quite the contrary. If you don't learn this next level up where you're like, I'm great with or without anything, you will burn out, you will become more insecure, and you will end up pushing men away, hence your biggest fear of being this very successful cat lady alone, right? Um, which is, guess what, ladies, not terrible to have solitude, but right now I know you're afraid of that. When you lose the fear, you attract the company that you desire, okay? Because you're not this desperate, anxious feeling around them, okay? So next I want to talk to you about the push and pull dynamic, that deliciously painful push-pull dynamic, right? That keeps you hooked in. Okay, so overgiving, initiating, and trying to fix a man to make him fit into your life, even if you're doing all this stuff with the best intentions. Okay, so look at your past relationships, honeys, and your dating life in general. Were you giving of yourself, making extra time, making sure that he felt important, right? This is very common. Again, you're that type where you're successful and driven. You put your whole heart into things. That includes your relationship. Okay. But here's the thing about masculine energy in men. They for sure, and women too, honeys, when you're trying to fix things, making suggestions, all of that, even with the best intentions, when someone didn't ask for it, it's for a man emasculating, for a woman, it's dehumanizing, really. If no one asked you for your effing opinion, honeys, keep it to yourself, okay? Um, Share about your life experience and things that you do, but don't tell people what to do. It's not cute, okay? Overgiving is very masculine energy. So if you're getting him these thoughtful gifts, you're thinking, oh, I'm loving him like he's going to love me the way I love him. No, no, no. Okay, again, where you're falling short here. And I go into this more deeply in my membership and my courses. So do please check those out if you want to dive in more, because there's only so much time on my podcasts here. But you don't want to overgive because men are the yin to our yang. They want to be the ones to be your hero, show up, provide you with things. So just think when you get a guy like this fancy exotic bouquet, right? I mean, sure, he'll be like, oh, thanks, but it's going to make him feel a bit funny. And I hate that for them, right? Because we would love for them just to be so overjoyed like we are. If we're in healthy feminine, if you have trouble accepting gifts, again, another sign that you are very in your masculine, okay? Your gift, ladies, is to receive what he does for you and make him feel so appreciated. I don't know if you've been able to experience true deep appreciation from someone else, but masculine men thrive off of that. It makes them feel like a king. So when you're like, oh no, don't get me anything. Oh no, oh thanks. But I don't really need flowers. You're not in a space of giving him what he truly desires. That is your way to give, right? And again, I go more into getting out of masculine and into your body, into feminine in my actual courses, because what that takes is hypnosis, meditations, all these other tools that I offer you guys. Okay. So again, I won't bore you to tears with all the details, but I'll put a link in the description so you can find that stuff. Okay. You need to be using that on the daily. All right. Um, so if you don't want to make him withdraw from you, you've got to stop doing those things. You've also got to stop initiating, ladies, okay? Yes, show initial interest, a smile, receive him. If you're on the apps, like do answer, or if it's one that requires you make the first move, you certainly can say hi. But after that, he needs to be initiating, or he's going to feel like you're the hunter after him. And he doesn't want that dynamic, like we've already talked about. Okay. And I do apologize if you hear the bird in the background. I tried to make it soundproofed in the studio area. He is loud as F. We love him, but he loves to be noisy when I do things like this. So I digress. So what I want to go into from here then, now that you know what's making him withdraw, is the power struggle, okay? He will feel smothered and you will feel abandoned in this dynamic, okay? So you've really got to work on your anxiety, my darlings, because when you are anxious and in anxiety, you are going to keep this power struggle going. You cannot force or make him come towards you, but you can be the one to be in receiving energy. That's your job here. Okay. So we have to work on getting into our feminine. He will then be pulled into his masculine by you being in your feminine energy. You've got to pull back. Okay. So when you do this, rest assured, if you don't go chasing him when he pulls his energy back a bit, he is forced to either come towards you, or you are forced to notice that, man, he just doesn't do anything. Okay. And this can take upwards of 17 days, ladies, of you not going toward him. And that means no liking his effing stories, no looking at his stuff, focused on you. Have an effing life, for God's sakes, please, and thank you. Okay? Nobody wants to be with a fangirl that's so obsessed with them. You're over here being a gorgeous, successful woman, and you're like staring at your phone for a text from a hairy, stinky guy. Like, how sad. You're doing that to yourself, and your higher self won't allow. Okay, so if you want to attract, you can't be chasing. The illusion that keeps you in this dynamic is that he's almost there, but he never fully commits. Okay, that's a big sign you're stuck in this pattern, in this limbo, is if you get a lot of the guys that are almost there, coming towards you, but they never quite decide. Okay, what that means is that you are making it very obvious you've chosen him and only him. You're not dating others. You're obsessed. He doesn't feel compelled or inspired to work for you at all. He doesn't fucking need to, excuse my French. Okay? He doesn't effing need to. So why would he? Okay? Next one, how to shift your power and reverse the chase. Okay? The secret to making an avoidant man feel safe to come towards you is you having a life, pulling your energy back, and being truly secure. Okay, that is a big ask where you are right now, ladies. I understand, I know this. It's a big ask, but I'm going to have to ask you to do the work to do this if you want to change anything. Okay. It's like if you ladies want to have a slam and bikini body, yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you to do the work on your nutrition and go to the freaking gym. Same thing mentally with relationships when you've had, neglect in your childhood, if your parents were workaholics, okay, and you had to earn love, you felt like, or if it was unsafe in other ways. Hello, all of humanity has dealt with things. Even the families that look pristine and perfect on the outside have issues. We're humans. Hate to be the bearer of this. Nobody's perfect, okay? So you've got to learn to heal this in order for you to attract healthy men, especially if you adore an avoidant man or you tend to be attracted to charismatic, successful, amazing men that don't have to, pour into women until later, until they feel very hooked, right? Which an amazing, gorgeous woman like you, you're going to be attracted to those high level men. They're all going to have some avoidance. Sorry to tell you, they are. Okay. So you've got to do the work on yourself. And again, ad nauseum, go and check out my membership and the tools, or you can book a consult with me if you're more of a one on one girly. Okay. If you feel like your situation is more complicated. I have a lot of clients who are, for example, dating A-list celebrities, right? And I do have to sign NDAs and I don't talk about who that is, right? But they have to deal with the public eye. They have to deal with all of these things on top of being in their feminine and not getting, anxious or jealous or things of that nature. And it's so doable. Okay. This all comes from within in your own work. Okay. Um, you need to learn to lean back in your feminine energy without playing games. These type of quote high level men, sought after men, whatever the F you want to call it, you're sought after women too. You just don't realize sometimes. Okay, they require you not to play games. They can smell it. They have women trying to trick them and do all these things consistently. Games don't work. Having true feminine power, feminine energy, loving yourself, having the confidence to be like, oh, I hope he does talk to other people. He'll realize how amazing I am. Kind of energy is key if you want to be the woman that stands out. You can't act like everyone else, be in your anxiety, be like, oh, pick me energy and stand out. You just can't. Okay. And that's again why, some people are like, you're like the celebrity whisperer, right? Because I work with a lot of women who have to deal with these things, or, male side too. I've had some male one-on-one clients. Usually I work with the ladies, right? Whether they're the celebrity, quote unquote, or their person's more of the celebrity, whatever it is, what we have to do is really get you into a place where your self concept is at a moment where you understand your own value and all the shiny stuff doesn't even phase you. Otherwise, you're fangirl forever, right? Which we don't want. Okay, setting boundaries without fear of losing him, another key thing that we work on. Key. Most of the women you see when I post my testimonials, things like that, that was the moment where their guy did a 180, flip back toward them, is when we got their boundaries truly locked in. I love helping women embrace that dark feminine part that's truly needed in order to do that, right? So I have special exercises, techniques, my feminine energy power structures that are woven throughout all of my courses that really help women learn to get out of that like people please overgive good girl era into the boundaries that cause men to respect them, to want them, to chase them, to fear that they will find somebody better or somebody else, with these true boundaries, not games, right? And that makes you irresistible to them. Okay. Just this past, it was a week and a half ago, I believe, one of my clients, I'll just read this, okay? She has been married for almost 20 years, but when she came to me, it was a little over a month ago. Her marriage was falling apart. Okay, they were living in separate places, not speaking, right? And she was really desperate because she loves this person very much. Okay, but after a few weeks in my membership, had a Zoom with me, everything's changed now. And this is why I'm addicted to you ladies. I love this work. I'm obsessed. But now he's texting, calling, setting dates with her all the time. And this was a man who was like, whatever, totally not even giving her the time of day anymore. Okay, in a new place. And get this, he's even told her he's going to build her a new place. Okay, so talk about flipping into masculine. He was like blowing her off, not doing anything, right? And she is loving it because he is loving being in that energy and she is feeling so cherished and desired. Okay, so that happened fairly quick. I don't want you to think like, oh, a couple weeks. It can happen, obviously. I just read you one. Some of the women I've worked with, like Tara from the last episode, we worked over the course of several months. She had a lot of healing she needed to do. And now her and her ex-husband are back together, madly in love. He's chasing her, and he had been with a third party, and it was crazy. Go listen to the past episode, okay? But this work is so powerful. It can be so quick. It all depends on, divine timing and how hard you dive into the work. It's all you, girlfriend, okay? But if you're willing to dive in, it's going to change your life, obviously. Okay? Why you need to shift your concept, your self concept to attract devotion. Okay? So the core beliefs that run your subconscious mind, ladies, that tell you you need to earn love, all of those things, they're not conscious until you dive in and do the work on them and until you're using tools to shift them. So basically, if you feel like you're unlovable, right? If that's the message you got when you were little, you can logically want a healthy, amazing partner all you want, but it doesn't feel normal or safe. You don't feel you deserve it. You will self-sabotage. You will be unattracted to someone showing you that energy, right? You'll feel smothered by an amazing person. And you will chase someone who's completely not right for you, toxic. You'll even scare away healthy guys because even if you are into them, right, you don't feel smothered, you'll start chasing and self-sabotage and ruin it with your trust issues, right? So rewiring your subconscious so you naturally attract commitment ready men is key. And again, we do that. I have with the sleep affirmations I give my ladies and all of the things, right? And if you're just on the podcast, you can always just go and check out, sleep affirmations, all of those things. I obviously I'm biased, but I put together my packages and my courses with the exact things that I want you to do in order. So if you're more of a girly that's like, please just give me the stuff and give me a structure with all the right things, then that'll be attractive to you. If you like to go find little pieces from different coaches and find your own hypnosis people and your own things, please do. And I love that for you too. I'm not the end all be all, okay? I'm good at what I do and I'm successful in it, but I want only the ladies that resonate with me. I'm not talking anyone into anything. Please don't, okay? That's how you get Karen energy. And we don't want that. Okay, I only want my little sisters. I'm big sister, right? I'll adopt all of you that want to do this stuff with me. Okay, how to become the high value woman he never wants to lose. Okay, what you need to do is know who you are, set your boundaries, rewire subconscious beliefs so that you're not constantly in this state of like, oh, is this the one? Oh, does he like this about me? What if I did this? Oh, it's been a while since he messaged. Maybe I should. Like, you've got to get out of all of that to become the dream woman, the quintessential dream woman. Okay. Your person is going to love all your quirks too. We're not trying to like make you vanilla and beige and take away everything that makes you special. Quite the opposite. We're trying to find your true authentic self so you attract your true person. Okay. So again, check the description. I will put my link for all the goodies for you lovelies so that you can dive into the membership or book a call with me. I have tons of even complimentary trainings for you to get a little taster. Okay. So if you're tired of the roller coaster, my darlings, if you're ready to stop feeling anxious and finally get pursued by the men you actually want, right? This is your moment here. Okay, I've worked with thousands of women. I've helped them transform their lives, get their exes back, get their specific person. Yes, I know you're here for this. Okay, by stepping into your authenticity and your power. Okay, and oh, yes, glad I have notes. If you want to go deeper, I'm having an in-person dinner in Denver. It's 3 hours and you can come in just for that. You can get an upgrade and get a hotel stay and car service. I'll take care of you. It is going to be in a private room in Nobu's restaurant called Matsuhisa here in Denver. But you do need to register ahead of time, obviously. There's only 12 seats and 6 of those are gone. Okay, so it's coming up quick, so make those plans. I will be there obviously in person at the table with you lovely ladies. You will get a bound workbook with pages from me. You will also get a notebook and some goodies to take home with you. We will dive in. You will get the concentrated version of what I do. Okay, so I'm very excited to do that. Again, I'll put all the links in the notes, and I hope this was helpful for you so that you can start the process of really understanding what's been going wrong and getting into your feminine energy so you can attract that love that you deserve, my darlings. All right, I'm Lauren Sugihara, intuitive love priestess, certified relationship coach, and the big sister you know you need. Don't worry, babes. I've got you.